who's centering a line of Cook, McDonald, and Brown. But now the Massena Red Raiders taken into the Husky zone, hard after it along the left sideboard as he brings it in. He's taken out of the play, and the puck poke checked away by Dean Johnston. He picks up the puck behind his own net, starts to move it out. The headman pass intercepted by Scotty Laurent. Laurent takes it back to the blue line, and he manages to put some pressure on, but the puck comes out to center ice, and Brown breaks down the left wing side. He's just going to fire it into the Massena zone. Back is Manley trying to pick it up for the Raiders. Manley clears it along the boards, left side of the goaltender as Massena starts to come out. It's kept in at the point, and the shot's taken by Dean Johnston. The puck sitting right in front of the net. It's still free in front, and finally it's cleared by Sitten to the side of the ice surface. Now the puck poke check back in front of the net, and Manley picks it up as Malone putting on a little bit of pressure here early in the hockey game. Manley on the backhand, can't get it out. Brown is trying to forecheck him. He has to feed it back to Sitten. Here's Sitten behind his own net. Clears it along the boards, meant for Hart. Hart picks it back up, bangs it off the boards, and skates behind his own net. Here's Hart. Now he'll try coming out right side. Back to the point. Miller keeps it in. His shot goes wide. Now the puck around on the other side. Hart leaves it for Manley. Manley feeds ahead to Laurent. Laurent can't get it out of there. It's kept in nicely. Here comes Lamica. Lamica fires it just wide. It's picked up by Sitten as Malone has changed to their second line. Now the puck to center ice. Romeo just fires it back into the Malone zone, and offsides apparently is going to be the call.
Right. That line was out there almost 2 minutes. I don't think Stan Moore wants a line out there quite that long. Actually, the puck wasn't the Massena end. They just couldn't get a change. They couldn't get a whistle. Finally, they do, and they send that line of Levine, Tayo, and Joe Puente out.
Off the face-off, the puck comes back to O'Connell at the blue line. He's out there playing in place of the injured Mike Hurlbut. Now it's Tayo into the Malone zone, taken off his stick nicely there. A good defensive play made by Kevin Cook. Now the puck comes free, picked up by Levine. In on the left side, he tries to feed it through to Puente, but breaking up the play is Blaine Perrin, the defenseman. Now Perrin trying to bring it up along the sideboards. He's taken out of the play, and the puck cleared back to the blue line. Tayo steals his quick shot. Nice glove save by McDonald. So Mike McDonald, the Malone goaltender, comes up with the first save in tonight's hockey game, and with 12:43 left to go in the first period, still no score. Face-off will be in the Malone zone, left side of McDonald. Levine to take the draw for Massena. Off the face-off, back to Perrin, the defenseman. He has it right in the side of his own net. Now he starts out left side, trying to feed it ahead. Tayo keeps it in at the blue line, taking off his stick, and the Huskies clear to center ice. Coming down the ice is Mainville. His backhand goes into the Massena zone. O'Connell back there for the Raiders to pick it up. He stops behind the nets. And Ward, the Massena goaltender. O'Connell feeding it ahead for Levine. Levine on the backhand to Puente, hits the back of his skate, and Cook intercepts. But it's taken off his stick by Levine over to Tayo, and Tayo is going to fire it back into the Malone zone. Stop side of the net by McDonald. McDonald leads it for Perrin. Perrin clears it along the boards, intercepted, but right back come the Huskies. There's a chance there for Tayo, and he couldn't get the shot off. Now it's Mainville. Mainville at center ice, taken off his stick by Ratty, who's out there now. Now Tayo, as Massena in the middle of a line change. It's fired deep into the Malone zone. Racing back for it is Larch. Larch clears it around behind the net. The puck sitting in the face-off circle. Ratty picks it up, but it's taken off his stick out to center ice. Manley, and Manley can't come up with it. Ward has to come back and back check. Ward has it at the Massena blue line, feeding it ahead. Here comes Canarium across the blue line, in on the left side, tries to make the good move. Following up Ward, he fires it wide. Now Sitten keeps it in right point, takes it into the corner, left side of the goaltender. Sitten, yeah, that is Sitten. Now feeds to Canarium. Canarium about halfway out along the sideboards. Johnson tries to take him out of the play. The puck goes into the corner. Now it's Canarium. Circles behind it at the backhand shot, right on, and McDonald makes another save. Now Mainville starts out. He falls down. The puck free at the blue line. It's kept in by Ratty. He dumps into the corner. Now he picks it up, takes it right in front of that backhand shot, and McDonald makes another great save and covers up on it, and we'll have a face-off.
Good save by McDonald there as Ratty picked that puck up on the right-hand side, went down the right-hand side, crossed in front, took a nice backhand, but Mike McDonald playing well in that for Malone. Robbed Ratty that time in the face-off. He covered up the face-off. Will be in the Malone end. No score with 11 minutes to go in the first period.
So we played 4 minutes here, Reg, and nobody's been able to put it past either goaltender yet. Face-off right side. Loran's line back out there for the Red Raiders. Massena tonight without the services of Big Mike Hurlbut, the defenseman, and Tim Barnes, one of the forwards. And Eddie Underwood, too, still injured.
That's right, Eddie Underwood is
But he
off.
is skating, I understand. His cast is off, and we may see him this weekend at the tournament. We'll have more about that tournament in between periods. Now the puck back in the Massena zone. Mike Quenneville picks it up behind the net, now along the boards. It goes to Hart. Hart taken out of the play. The puck bounces away from him. Now O'Connell starts out right side of the goaltender. To center ice it goes. Hart down the left wing side. Taken away from him right at the blue line by Miller. Now a big tie-up of players right at the Malone blue line. We'll have a face-off just outside the Malone zone with 10:22 remaining here, period number 1. And so far, no statistics except for saves in this first period.
Mike McDonald, I've got for 3 saves. Yet Todd Ward not really having what you call a save. He came down on a puck a couple times, but no real saves.
Off the face-off. It's Perrin with it. Perrin manages to get it back to center ice. It's intercepted by Loran. Loran trying to go ahead into the zone. The puck sitting at the blue line. Mainville picks it up, brings it back to center ice. Here's Quenneville. His pass is blocked. Loran comes back for it now at the Massena blue line. He starts to move it up ice. Left wing pass for Hart. Gets by him. Back there to try to pick it up is Larch. Larch clears to center ice. He's got a streaking wing. It's Mainville down the left wing side, but Quenneville is back and forces a bad pass, which comes back to center ice. Now the Huskies try to regroup. It's Larch clearing it ahead. It goes into the zone. Racing for it is Lamica. His shot right on, and that was definitely a save for Ward, as Lamica got the shot off. He is one of the better Malone players, too, I understand.
He is. He got that shot off, pretty quick. It was a quick slap shot, and Todd Ward had to be pretty sharp to make that save. Now the face-off will be in the Massena end. Stan Moore sends out that line of Levine, Tayo, and Puente up front.
It's going to be, let us see here, Warner will be out there.
That's the 3rd line, I think, for Malone
right
now.
Warner out there along with Mulver, Hill, and White. Here's a shot by Miller, who's out at the point, along with Johnston. That shot, the save is made, and the puck goes all the way back to center ice. Puente tries to come up with it, can't, and Liverhill fires it right back on. That's Mulverhill. He's missing a couple of letters on his back, I think. Not Liverhill, Mulverhill. Okay. Now the puck back at center ice. Miller intercepts at the Malone blue line, clears it ahead. The puck sitting at the red line, Manley. Ahead it goes to Tayo. Tayo across the blue line, feeds. Here comes Puente, his shot. The save, McDonald, and the rebound. Tayo couldn't pick it up. He was too well tied up from behind. Now the puck to Tayo behind the net. He tries to center it. He's got Puente in the slot. Can't get it through. And the puck comes free along the boards to Levine. His shot. And that's, well, I guess it was right on, the save made by McDonald. And still, it's Massena pressure as Tayo has it in the slot, fires it right on. Not a real hard shot, but McDonald had to be quick nonetheless, and he makes the save. And Massena's starting to put some pressure on.
Well, a little pressure, but they had Massena's 1st line against Malone's 3rd line. I don't think the Malone coach is going to do that too often, Jerry. That's the first time that Warner, Mulverhill, and White line have on for Malone. That's their 3rd line. I don't think he wants them on there with Levine, Tayo, and Puente.
Kevin Cook's line back out for the Huskies. Cook out there along with Pat McDonald and Gary Brown. And it's the Putter Canarium line out for Massena. Off the face-off, the puck to Perrin behind the net. He tries to clear it ahead. It goes back to Quenneville at the blue line. He just dumps it back in the corner, and Ratty has it. Ratty trying to center it through. It's intercepted. Back to Quenneville it comes. He keeps it in nicely. Kicks it over on the other side to O'Connell. He can't keep it in. Here come the Huskies as they try to rush it down ice. It's McDonald, and he's just going to be content to fire it in the zone. It's gloved by Ward, and he leaves it behind the net for O'Connell. O'Connell taken away from him, but that was McDonald, a nice play. Now the puck comes free back to the blue line, kept in by the Huskies as they try to get some pressure on. Gary Brown has it in the corner. He and Mike Quenneville go together. They tie it up, and we'll have a face-off. Face-off will be in the Massena zone, right side of goaltender Todd Ward.
No, this is a much improved Malone team over the ones I've seen in the last few years. One thing they do have now, they got a little more depth. A few years ago, he was lucky to have 1 line down there, but really they got halfway decent depth. He's using 3 lines, 2 sets of defense, and really they're not playing that bad here tonight.
Perrin's line back out there, Perrin, Mainville, and Lamica. And I think Loran's line out for Massena, yes. Off the face-off, the puck comes to Tommy Sidden behind his own net. He starts out right side of goaltender Ward. Passes right across the crease to Loran, and it's cleared right back in by the Huskies. In fact, Ward has to make a save. He leaves for Sidden. Sidden starts out. He'll try the left side this time. The headman pass And it's still in the Massena zone. Finally, on the back end, they clear it out. Here comes Loran. Loran's pass intercepted, and Miller starts back. He's sandwiched, and Romeo comes up with the puck. David Romeo in on the left wing side. Centering pass. Oh, he just missed Loran, who was wide open in the slot. Now Loran follows it into the corner. He's taken out of the play. The puck's still sitting there, and finally it comes free behind the net to David Romeo. Now it's Hart that comes to help out. He tries to circle right in front. Passes to Loran. It's intercepted, and back come the Malone Huskies. Miller rather. Miller in on the left wing side. His shot is deflected, goes high and wide, and Ward gloves it and holds on as he scooped it off the rebound.
That was a Tim Miller that took that puck all the way in. He's a good defenseman. He's a lanky, rangy boy, and he went in, took the shot. It was deflected a little bit wide, and as it came off, they have the wire around the rink here at the Malone Community Center. Came off the wire, and Ward grabbed it, forcing a face-off in the Massena end. No score.
Off the draw, it's Tayo's line back out there. It comes to Quenneville. Quenneville starts to move it out. His long left wing pass for Peter Levine. Ahead to Tayo. It's intercepted, sitting free, and it comes back to the Massena blue line. O'Connell ahead to Tayo again. Tayo for Levine on the left wing. Levine's going to take it in the zone. Takes it in on the left side. Now we're going to have a penalty on Malone. It's going to be a slashing call. As soon as they touch the puck, they do. And I believe that is going to be Larch who gets the gate for slashing. And that'll give Massena their first power play of the evening.
So,
tripping.
I think Bobby Lozon called,
tripping.
He called tripping. I thought he called a slash too. The stick, he used the stick on it, but he called tripping. So Massena will get a chance to go on a power play. Massena really has not had too much offense as yet, Jerry, in this first period with no score.
So Jeff Larch is off, and it'll be Levine. Sidden will be up on the right wing because, Big Mike Hurlbut is out. So that's his usual position. So it comes back to Manley at the point. Manley and Quenneville are the two defensemen. Tayo the other forward. Manley again, now trying to feed it through. It's intercepted by Brown, and he brings it to center ice. And he's just going to be content to fire it down into the Massena zone. It comes around the boards and stopped behind the net by Ward. Now it's Quenneville to Manley. And Brown in there to kind of mess things up again. As now Todd Tayo comes back. Tayo has it poke checked away by Brown, who's doing a real good job killing this one off. And finally, it's picked up as the Raiders start out. It's Peter Levine. Levine, the head man of Tommy Sidden on the right wing. Sidden takes it in the zone, drops it back for Peter Levine. He tries to go right across the middle, and Todd Tayo is there, but where's the puck? The puck is underneath Brown, and he manages to clear it to the corner. Now, it's Sidden trying to dump it back to the point. A poke check clears it to center ice, and Massena will have to regroup again with a minute left in the power play. Now the puck back to center ice. Quenneville ahead to Tayo on the left wing. He's going to bring it across. Here's Tayo. He runs into a broken stick out there. Still manages to get through. Now it's taken off his stick, cleared around the boards, and not out as Quenneville makes a nice move to keep it in. Now he tries to feed it to Sidden. Sidden loses it. It goes back to Levine, who keeps it in. Now he fires to the corner, and Sidden circles behind the net, trying to center it. It comes out to the point, and the pass is intercepted, and here's a chance for the Malone Huskies. It's 1-on-2, and the play is broken up, but not before we have a whistle and an elbowing call against Massena.
Against Massena. As Malone doing a good job killing off this penalty. Massena not being able to get set up. I think that number 9, right?
Todd
Tayo going back and charge for an elbow call, so that nullifies the penalty. And Malone now Massena will have a man in the penalty box for a minute and a half.
9 seconds left in the Massena, or in the Malone penalty rather. 9 seconds in the Malone penalty. And the face-off will be in the Massena zone. Canarium is out there to try to kill it off. He's facing off against Cook. And the puck cleared to the blue line. Canarium and Hart are the two up men on this penalty-killing situation. Auer and O'Connell are back. Now the puck taken in the Malone zone. It's cleared to center ice. Bobby Hart has it. Brings it in on the off wing and just dumps it into the corner. Cook comes back for it. Cook out there along with Brown and McDonald on this power play. And we'll pick up their defenseman in a moment. Now it's cleared to center ice. O'Connell loses it for a second. Canarium back to pick it up at his own blue line. Clears it ahead to Hart. Hart brings it in on the left side. He's taken out of the play. The puck comes free. Tim Miller clears it back to center ice. Now Miller starts to move again. He can move with that puck. His shot from just inside the blue line to flex off a leg into the corner. Hour after it, he tries to tie it up, and nope, it's poked free. Comes back to the point. Here's a shot taken. The save made by Ward. That shot off the stick of Dean Johnston, and the Raiders do manage to clear it down the length of the ice. So Malone getting a shot off on the power play. We're down to 50 seconds in the Malone power play. Timmy Miller starts back. This time he's going to clear it ahead to Gary Brown. It's intercepted by Levine, who's out there to try to kill. Now he dumps back for Sidden. Sidden, cross ice pass. It goes to Manley, back to Sidden. We're still right at the Massena blue line. Sidden now looks for the leverage, and his pass is intercepted by Perrin. But coming up with it, here comes Loran on the pass from Manley. Loran to Levine. His shot from the point, and the save is made by McDonald. We're down to 3:23, Reg, and still no score in the hockey game.
Still no score. You know, there's quite a bit of snow on the ice. That's one thing I think you'll find with natural ice. You'll find more snow on the ice. I think it slowed the game down a little bit, Jerry. Of course, they did not do the ice after warm-ups, and I think it bothered Massena a little bit on their passing especially. The puck is not really moving very fast.
Well, Canarium's out there. Wait a minute here. Apparently the penalty is up, Reg. Yeah, because they've got a full contingent. Right. So Massena did kill off that penalty. Canarium out there with Tad Ward and John Ratty. Here's Ward from the slot. His shot. McDonald to save the rebound, laying there, and it's cleared into the corner nicely by Brian Perrin. Now Perrin brings it back behind his own net, trying to clear it around on the other side. They start to move it. Perrin still has it up to the blue line, kept in at the point by O'Connell. Now O'Connell over to Ratty. Ratty starts in right side. He's being covered, tries to feed it through. It goes to Canarium. Nice move, Canarium. His shot, the save, and where is it? McDonald looks behind him. I think it's in his equipment.
You know, he made the save off his chest. It bounced down on the ice. He lost the puck. I lost the puck. I wasn't sure where it was. He finally just flopped down, covering the puck. Another good save by Mike McDonald. When Massena has got the chances, which really they have not had too many good chances, Mike McDonald has been there for Malone doing a good job in that. There's no score with 2:55 left to go in the first period.
Face-off will be left side in the Malone zone. Canarium to take the face-off for the Massena Red Raiders as he faces it off against Cook. The puck cleared along the boards. Malone's Brown coming after it. He can't get it out as it's fired back into the corner by Tad Ward. Now Ward with it, trying to dipsy-doodle, feeds to Canarium. His shot from the short side. The save is made by McDonald. Canarium didn't have a lot to shoot at that time. No, he had quite an angle there, and Mike McDonald covering up that the short side pretty well. The face-off will be in the Malone end. 2:36 to go, and maybe surprising, no score in the first period. So far, no score. Tayo comes out with Puente and Levine off the face-off. The puck behind the net, cleared along the boards by Dean Johnston. Now Sidden pinching way in, manages to keep it in. It's taken off his stick, and Brown is the recipient of the pass. He tries to fire it ahead. It goes to McDonald. This is Pat McDonald. His quick shot doesn't get through. Too many bodies in front of the net. Now Massena gives away the pass right in front. Cook scored! Number 18, Kevin Cook, who centers that first line for Malone. That was a bad pass. Massena coming out on the Massena end. They threw it from the corner right out toward the middle, and right on his stick. Right on his stick of Kevin Cook. Massena defense should get an assist on that one. Malone goes ahead by a score of 1-0 with 2:16 to go in the first period. Kevin Cook couldn't have been fed any better, Rich. No. So Cook will get the goal probably unassisted, I imagine. I would think so, right? Have to be. It was really what you would call a steal right in front of the Massena net, right in the slot area. Now off the face-off, Cook poke checks it. That's got to fire up this Husky team. They're leading the Massena Red Raiders, ranked number 1 in the state, by a score of 1-0. Now the puck kept in at the point again by the Huskies. Finally, it's Manley to clear it to center ice. Racing for it is Puente. Puente feeds to Levine. Levine brings it in. Levine now, poke checked away from him. The puck goes into the corner where it's picked up by Dean Johnston. Johnston trying to feed along the boards, intercepted by Tayo. Tayo makes a dandy move. He's in the face-off circle, left side of the goaltender. Now brings it back toward the blue line, trying to feed it through the Levine. Levine can't catch up with it, comes behind the net where it's picked up by Miller. Miller and Puente going after it. Miller gets it, clears it along the boards. Tayo back to the point. Tom Sidden. Sidden keeps it in, but it's taken away from him and dumped to center ice, and Levine has to skate back for it. Levine and McDonald go together. Levine comes away with the puck. His shot. Score! And Peter Levine gets it right back for Massena. as it's 1-1.
Peter Levine picked that puck up in the center ice, went over to the left, skated just over the blue line, let a quick slap shot go. That caught McDonald. He was caught back in the net that time. He gave Peter something to shoot at. It was about 2 feet off the ice to the glove side. All tied. Malone 1, Massena 1.
So Massena wasn't behind for very long,
no.
Reg, but nevertheless, the Huskies are playing very, very well so far.
Playing well.
Off the face-off, at center ice, the puck back into the Massena zone. Quenneville after it. As Peter Levine will get that unassisted, I am sure, because he picked the puck up off the clearing pass by Malone. Here's Hart with a puck. Trying to get it out. Here's a giveaway again. The quick shot, the save this time made by Ward. And back again. Here's another shot from the point. The puck free in the slot area. Loran comes back to pick it up as the Massena defense having a little trouble clearing. Here's Loran in on the right side. It's taken away from him. Mainville can't get it out. O'Connell keeps it in. His shot is blocked, squirts free, and it's Lamica with it. Joe Lamica gets, well, he kind of got by a check by Hart. It comes to Mainville. Mainville can't control Romeo. Ahead it goes to Quenneville. Quenneville just slides it into the Malone zone and follows it himself. Takes it into the corner. Gets by a check. Right side of the net. His shot. Save. Nice one by McDonald. He covers up with 13 seconds left in the period and a 1-1 score.
I'll tell you, you can tell Massena really miss Mike Robert out there in that ice. But on defense, you can really see it out there tonight. Mike really can control that puck. He's big, he's rangy, he can skate. He controls that puck in his own end. Massena misses that tonight out there.
It'll be Warner's line out there against the Canarium line. This time they got that third line against Massena's, well, not their first line anyway. Here's a chance for Ratty, the backhand shot, save made by McDonald. Centering pass, nobody could come up with it for Massena. Here comes Brown. Brown feeds it ahead to McDonald as the period expires. And so through a period of hockey here at the Malone Community Center, we have a tie hockey game. And so far, a good hockey game. Tonight, back to pick it up for the Malone Huskies is Tim Miller, their big defenseman. Miller clears it to center ice where it's picked up by Pat McDonald, and he is going to fire the puck into the Massena zone. It gets tied up in the back of the mesh, and the whistle blows, and the faceoff will come outside the zone, I believe.
Right, as Pat McDonald threw it in from just, and it hit the boards, bounced onto the back of the net, so it'll be just outside the Massena blue line.
Kevin Cook centering this line for Malone. He's the goal scorer for the Huskies. Brown on the left wing, Pat McDonald on the right wing. Tiles line out there for Massena. Tile, Levine, and Puente. A new combination. Couple of people out for the Massena Red Raiders. O'Connell ahead to center ice. It's Puente with it. Puente at the red line to Levine on the left wing. Here comes Levine. Makes a nice move. Brings it back and passes to Tayo in the corner. Now Miller and Tayo go together. They try to come up with it. Left side. Levine comes to help out. The puck comes free. And who's got it? Brown has it. Taken off his stick by Tayo. Centering pass. Cleared behind the net. Now Levine, the short side shot. The puck goes in the net. It does. And McDonald lost it.
McDonald lost that puck. Tommy McCabe, I think he called that a goal.
What happened was Tayo got a short side shot, and McDonald made the save, and the puck bounced high in the air, and it bounced right in front of McDonald, but he didn't see it and bounced right over him and into the goal.
And he quickly, drew it out.
Yeah,
but Tommy McCabe was right on the line and said, hey, that puck was in.
It was in the net.
So Massena goes ahead by a score of 2-1. Let's see, Tayo will get that goal.
So Massena Red Raiders on kind of a strange score here, make it 2-1 with 13:55 left in the middle period. Off the face-off, the puck free at the Massena blue line, and apparently the Huskies are called for offside. Levine getting the goal. Puente getting the assist. So it's Levine from Puente. And that was scored in the first minute here in the second period. Perrin's line out against the Tile line. Off the face-off. It's Perrin with a puck now. Clears it ahead. And that's Scott Mulville who fires it into the Massena zone. O'Connell there to pick it up for the Red Raiders. Passes ahead to Tile. Tile for Levine. Levine down the left wing, brings it in the zone. He's sandwiched, but somehow gets through the traffic, takes it behind the net. Levine still got it. Now it's taken off his stick by Perrin. Perrin, the defenseman, Blaine Perrin, manages to get it to center ice. O'Connell Fires it right back in the Malone zone. Hits the side of the net, and it's left there for Larch. Larch starts out left side. Larch is the other defenseman. Tries to pass it ahead. It goes to Lamica. Lamica can't catch up with it, and it's right back to Canarium. Canarium looking right in front, and a nice defensive play made there by Larch to break up the pass. Now the puck free behind the Malone net. Racing back to pick it up. The Huskies trying to tie it up. In there is Ratty and Canarium and Mainville. And we'll have a face-off in the Malone zone, left side. 12:55 left to go, period 2. The Massena Red Raiders leading it by a score of 2-1.
They gave that goal to Peter Levine, but I think it was Todd Tyler that shot that puck.
I do too.
We'll see at the end of the period if they don't change that.
Yeah, Levine gets credit for it, but I think it was probably Tayo from Puente.
Right.
Face-off in the Malone zone. Here's a quick shot by Ratty, gloved by McDonald. John Ratty got a nice backhand shot off right off the face-off, and McDonald made a nice save. So we'll do it all over again. Canarium out there to take the face-off. I think that's Matt Perrin for the Malone Huskies. They drop the puck. And it comes to John Ratty. He takes it in the corner. Nice move for Ratty. Side of the net. Now right in front, the wraparound. And the save made by McDonald on John Ratty backhand pass. Now the puck off the boards comes to center ice. Canarium there. Now feeds to Ward on the left wing. Ward's shot is wide. Comes all the way back to Sidden at the right point. He fires it. And McDonald gloves it and holds on. And we'll have another face-off with 12:30. 12.5 left to play here in the second period.
And McDonald again looking pretty sharp in the nets. That shot was a tough shot from Tommy Sidden, but it was just inside the blue line. And I don't think if McDonald's ready for you, I don't think you're going to score on him from out there. He's got a good, quick glove hand.
Cook steps on to take the face-off. Cook, Brown, and McDonald out there. Canarium's line stays on the ice for the Massena Red Raiders. Face-off in the Malone zone left side. Off the draw, the puck comes back to Timmy Miller, who clears it along the boards. Ratty at the point picks it up. Dumps to an open wing. Ward trying to chase it down. He's taken out of the play by Brown, but Canarium comes up with it. Canarium in front of the blue line. Poke checked away from him and out to center ice. Picked up by Manley. Over to Sidden. Sidden trying to pass it through, intercepted by Johnston, and he backhands it back to the red line. Sidden there, who dumps it immediately back in the Malone zone. Ward chases it down in the corner. Centering pass. It's intercepted. Now picked up right in front. Here's Ratty. It doesn't go on the net. No, it doesn't. McDonald made a great save. Here's, Sidden's shot. That one goes wide. Manley now brings it into the corner. Manley behind the net, moving it around, trying to center it. And I thought that was a goal for sure.
Ratty was robbed on that by McDonald. I thought that was in. Super save by McDonald.
I guess so. Now it's Ratty with the puck again. He starts down the right side, and he is just going to fire the puck. It's right on from center ice. McDonald makes the save and leaves it for Miller. Miller starts out left side as Massena will put Loran's line out. Puck stolen by David Romeo all by himself, and somehow Miller got the big stick back to poke check it away. A beautiful defensive play made by Miller that time on Dave Romeo.
Well, he had to, because he coughed the puck up to Romeo, and he had to get back there quick.
And we have a penalty call.
I think we got a penalty. Bobby Lozon calls it.
A hit from behind is the call, and that goes against Malone, and I didn't see who got in there before he did. I imagine they'll announce it, though. Pat McDonald gets the call for a hit from behind, and Massena will go on the power play. So let's see here who the Raiders send out. Probably Tayo. It's going to be Loran out this time, along with Levine and Tayo. So that was the first line that we saw when I first started doing Massena hockey this year. And the two defensemen, Manley and Sidden. Loran has it. Taken away from him. It comes back to Manley at the point. He moves it around. Still has it. Here's Manley now trying to feed it through. It goes to Loran. Left side of the goaltender about halfway out. He feeds it back to Sidden at the point. Dumps to an open wing. Manley poke checks it to Tayo in the corner. Here's Todd Tayo. He and Miller go together. Miller comes up with a puck and clears it along the boards. It's to Mulverhill, and Mulverhill finds the leverage and dumps it back into the Massena zone. Manley for the Raiders starts out. Here comes Manley rushing down the ice. He gets by one, gets by two. Manley short side shot, and I think McDonald made a save on that.
Yeah, he got a piece of it. He made the save.
Now here's another shot right in front. Loran trying to pass it right through to Levine. Another nice save on Levine's shot by McDonald. Now it comes back to Manley at the point. Massena's done everything but put the puck in the net in the last 30 seconds. And the Huskies clear it to center ice. A good play there. Nice play made by Lamica. Now Massena starts back again. Here comes Loran to Tayo. Tayo tries to pass it back through to Loran. It's intercepted and cleared down the length of the ice by Blaine Parent. So Massena with chances, but
McDonald's playing well, and that's for Malone.
So far, I think we're down to 9 seconds left in the penalty. Here's Levine with it, brings it in on the left wing side. Levine trying to get by, centering right in front, and he had Laurent coming. Laurent couldn't get the shot off. It was all the way back to the point. The penalty is up. Here's Levine's shot. Right to Tayo. Tayo scores on the backhand. And that was a shot, but Tayo intercepted the shot as it was going through and took it in and scored on the backhand, and Massena goes ahead 3-1. Not a power play goal.
No, it had just elapsed.
That's right.
Tayo picked that puck up, took a nice backhander high and almost over the shoulder of McDonald. Massena goes ahead by a score of 3-1.
9:41. That's what we have left to go here. Period number 2. Again, Massena leading 3-1. Off the face-off, it's Matt Perrin's line against the Canarium line for the Red Raiders. Here's Canarium. Right in front of his own net, but he managed to get it ahead to Tad Ward. Ward off the boards for Canarium, breaking. Putter goes down the left wing side, looking to pass. Center's right in front. It comes free. Here's Ratty's shot on the backhand. McDonald to save. Ratty with a rebound in the net, and John Ratty finally gets his goal.
McDonald come up with the first save, but he gave up the rebound. It went out to Ratty. Ratty took a backhand and got it just to the stick side of Mike McDonald, who was actually down on his knees, and it was a big pile up in front. He might even have been screened on that one, Jerry. So Massena goes ahead by a score of 4-1. That goal going to Ratty.
Well, Reggie, it looks like the proverbial dam has burst here in the second period.
That's what happens here sometimes.
Canarium now, his line out there against the Perrin line again off the face-off. It's Canarium from Ward. Canarium, his shot from the blue line, and it bounces off the boards and goes into the back of the mesh where it's tied up. And we'll have a face-off just outside the Husky zone. 9:11 left to play here. Period number 2. The Red Raiders are now up by a score of 4-1, as they've scored 3 times here in the second period. Canarium against Perrin once more. Off the face-off, O'Connell feeds to an open wing. Quenville follows and slides it into the Malone Husky zone. Back there to try and pick it up is Brian Perrin. Perrin can't get it out. Quenville keeps it in. His shot knocked down. Canarium follows it up. He's in the corner, left side of McDonald. Now to Ratty. His shot right on. The save made. McDonald is going to cover up, and we'll have a face-off. Not a real hard shot by John Ratty, but nevertheless a save by McDonald. Ward and Canarium picked up the assists on that. She had a little trouble with Canarium. She got the putter right, but not the Canarium. I can't really tell you how it came out, but it wasn't Canarium.
I think the announcer, she sort of started stumble over that one.
Yeah. Pretend you know what it is, but you kind of... Yeah, right. Here's Bobby Hart with it in his own zone now. He clears it along the boards. Johnston keeps it in. His shot deflected just wide by Brown. Now Manley starts out for the Red Raiders. Across the blue line, across the red line. Scotty Manley's going to rush it down the ice. He gets by a check Johnston, but Johnston manages to poke check the puck away. Now it's free behind the net. Laurent picks it up in the Malone zone. He makes a good move, gets by a check. Centering pass comes right in front, and a defenseman, I'm not sure who, managed to poke it into the corner where Brown comes up with it. And Brown and Romeo fight to tie it up, and there's the whistle, and we'll have a face-off with 8:04 left to play here. Second period, the Massena Red Raiders leading now by a score of 4-1.
Massena playing a much stronger game here. They're hanging on the puck a little bit more physical out there, and I think skating a little bit better here in the second period, Jerry.
It'll be Todd Tayo's line out there for the Massena Red Raiders off the face-off, and they're facing off against Cook's line. It goes right on. McDonald covers up, and we'll do it again.
Yeah.
Here's a face-off again. A puck free right in front of the net. Dean Johnston tries to clear it along the boards, kept in by Mike Auer. Auer has it taken away from him, and back comes Malone as they still try and clear it out of the zone. It comes free, poke checked away by Quenville, goes back in the corner. Tayo after it. Tayo and Miller go together. Both a couple of big kids. Tayo comes away with a puck. He's all by himself in front. And McDonald comes out and doesn't give Tayo anything to shoot at. The puck goes behind the net. Miller and Tayo fight for it again. Tayo comes up with it in the corner. This time coming back to help out is Dean Johnston. Johnston can't come up with a puck. It comes free. Back to Auer at the point. Auer feeds it back into the corner. It goes to Levine. Levine and Miller go together, and Levine still trying to come up with a puck. Miller trying to move it along the sideboards, and finally he kicks it. Auer clears into Tayo. Here comes Tayo. He's got Levine, tries to feed him. Now it's Johnston taking it off his stick, and he clears it along the boards, and finally it's poked to center ice, where Mike Auer has to come up with it and circle back in his own zone. Auer for Massena, feeding it over to O'Connell. O'Connell clears it ahead. The puck comes free. Here's Miller again. He dumps it into the Massena zone, and it's Levine for the Red Raiders. Levine ahead to Quenneville, and Quenneville just feeds it behind McDonald. He stops, leaves for Miller. Miller starts out. Like you said, Reg, Miller sees a lot of ice time.
He certainly does.
He's been out on the ice.
He doesn't go off.
I haven't seen him off this period. I don't know if he has or not. Seems like he's always out there. Here comes Tad Ward for the Raiders across the blue line. He's got Canarium, tries to feed it, pass a little bit behind him, and back come the Huskies. Now it's Canarium again, stealing at center ice and feeding it right back in the Malone zone. Miller back for it. Miller bangs it off the boards. The puck comes free, picked up by Ratty. Ratty back to the point. Here's Tommy Sitten, winds his shot. Oh, wide. Off the boards. The puck comes free to Lamica. Lamica trying to get it out there. He can't. Canarium comes up with it in the face-off circle. Still in the Malone Husky zone. It's Canarium centering to Ward. Ward can't get the shot off. Miller takes him out of the play. Lamica trying to come up with a puck. It comes free at the blue line. And finally, it's poke checked to center ice by a sprawling Johnston. Now Johnston has the puck at the red line. Tries to feed it ahead. The pass intercepted by Manley. Manley starts back for the Red Raiders. His shot. The save made. The rebound poked off the ice surface.
And again, Mike McDonald coming out, stopping that shot of Manley. Manley went down the slot, went over the blue line, skated in, took the quick slap shot. But Mike McDonald came out, cutting down the angle, making the save, forcing the face-off. The face-off in the Malone end. The score is Massena 4, Malone 1.
Scott Warner out there with Scott Mulverhill and Mark White from Malone. Loran's line for the Massena Red Raiders. Loran out there with Romeo and Hart. And they're going to throw Loran out of the faceoff circle. Bobby Hart takes the draw. The puck's still sitting there. Loran comes in to try and help out. He comes up with a puck. Can't get the shot off, however, right from the slot. Now the puck comes free. Romeo skates back for it and feeds it to an open corner. Hart after it there. He and Mainville go together. The puck comes free. Here's Hart's backhand shot. Hits maybe the post. I'm not sure. Hart follows up. Can't get the shot off. Now he does. McDonald makes the save. And the puck's still in the corner. Malone zone. Blaine Perrin after it. He tries to tie it up. But Loran comes and takes it away. Now he loses to Perrin. Gets it back again. Perrin poke checks it free. It goes back to the point. Now it's cleared in there by O'Connell. Perrin after it. Picks it up behind the net. Now tries the other side. And Auer pinches in to keep it into the corner. Now the puck taken off his stick, and it's free behind the net. And Mulverhill, he can't clear it. Now it comes back on the other side. It's cleared around the boards by Larch. Larch can't get it out. O'Connell keeps it in. Now Perrin. And Perrin says, let's tie it up so we can make a line change here, but he can't. Hart picks it up. Hart trying to center it. Larch steals it from him and starts out. And the Huskies have cleared the zone as Massena with some sustained pressure there. Now we're going to have a penalty on Bobby Hart as he hauled Perrin down. So Hart will get the gate.
I think he's calling for a high sticking.
Yep, that's what it is. So with 4:21 left, the Massena Red Raiders are leading by a score of 4-1, but the Malone Huskies will have a power play. And let's see who they send out there. It's going to be Kevin Cook out there, along with Joe Lamica and Pat McDonald. Johnston and Miller will be the two defensemen. Massena has Levine and Tayo out there, along with Manley and Sitten to try to kill it off. Face-off in the Massena zone. Here comes Lamica. He can't get through traffic, and it's picked up by Manley. Feeding ahead for Tayo. Tayo to Levine. Here comes Levine, and it's going to be 1-on-2 for Peter Levine. He fakes a shot at the blue line, brings it in the corner. Levine still got it, tries to get by Johnston, has it behind the net, looking to pass, and finally it's cleared away from him and dumped into the Massena zone. That, I believe, is going to be icing. Yes, it is, against the Malone Huskies, and that'll move the face-off back in the Malone zone with just about 1:05 left to go in the penalty. Penalty clocks, they keep putting 2 minutes up each time, so we're 30 seconds behind what we should be, so it's 1:05 left to go in the penalty. That confused me the first time.
It is a little confusing. You look up there, like it's 1 minute and 35 seconds left right now. So
No, and it was not a double mire.
No.
Tayo shot right on the save made by McDonald. He leaves for Miller. Miller starts out. Big defenseman. He's a good player. You said he played end on the football team. I can understand why. He feeds it ahead for Pat McDonald. Into the zone it goes. McDonald, left side of the goalie, taken away from him by Tayo. Tayo can't get it out, kept in by Miller at the point. Now Miller feeds into the corner and follows it himself. Miller in the corner. It's poke checked away from him by Levine. Tayo comes up with it, tries to feed it. That was Manley, rather. Now the puck centered, but Manley picks it up, starts out. Feeding ahead for Tayo. Tayo breaks down the left wing side. Todd Tayo into the zone. He's still got it right through the slot area. He's knocked down, falls down on the puck. Where is it? It's still in front of the net. And I don't know if a shot was gotten off by Manley or not, but the Huskies come back with it. Now it's Johnston. Feeds to an open wing. Miller comes up with it. Miller loses to Levine. Now it comes to Cook. Cook into the zone, tries to feed Lamica. He can't. Levine intercepts. He can't get it out. Miller keeps it in. Here's Miller's shot. Save made. The rebound right in front. And the puck goes into the corner as somebody from Massena managed to clear. We're going to have another penalty. And let's see who that's on. It's going to be a charging, I imagine, or a hit from behind.
Yeah. I'm not sure who that's on. Bobby Lozon called a penalty when the puck was...
Okay, it was Tom Sidden, a hit from behind. So Massena comes up with another penalty right away. The first one is up.
Right, first one had elapsed.
But they pick up a penalty right away, so Malone will stay on the power play in effect. Lamica will be out there again. Mainville will be on one side, and on the other side it is going to be, let's see here, Matt Perrin. And it'll be Johnston and Miller at the points again. To kill it off for Massena, it is O'Connell and Quenville, and the two forwards are Ward and Canarium. Massena manages to clear it. Center ice, Canarium finds a range and dumps it down the length of the ice. Coming back for it, Blaine Perrin. Perrin with a puck behind his net. He starts out again. Perrin, poke checked away from him by Ward at the blue line. He has to come back for it. Back in his own zone as Massena keeping it in the Husky end so far. Now it's Johnston. Johnston can't get it out of his own zone. Now it finally does come free to center ice. Puck sitting at the red line. Mainville tries to come up with it. He can't. Comes free, and finally it's dumped to the Massena zone, and Ward makes a save. Leaves it for O'Connell. Clears it around the boards. Meant for Canarium. Canarium and Lamica fighting for it in the corner. Lamica comes away with it. Now he's taken out of the play by O'Connell. Canarium comes back and dumps it down the length of the ice. And we are down to 30 seconds left to go in the Malone power play. Huskies trying to get something going here. Out to center ice, they move it. It's McDonald, Pat McDonald, as he and Cook are out there now. McDonald just dumps into the corner. Peter Levine skates back to pick it out. 15 seconds left to play in the penalty as Massena again dumps it down the length of the ice. 10 seconds in the penalty. We're down to 1:20 in period number 2. The Red Raiders leading it 4-1. Now it's Blaine Perrin dumping it into the Massena zone. The penalty is up as the Red Raiders have killed this off, and so that's going to be an icing call as O'Connell dumped it down the length of the ice.
I don't think he realized the penalty had elapsed as he got the puck in his own end, threw it all the way down. Penalty had elapsed, so it was an icing call. The puck will come back into the Massena end. 1:07 left to go in the second period. Massena leads by a score of 4-1. 3 goals being scored here in the second period.
So it'll be Loran's line out there. Loran, Romeo, and Hart for the Massena Red Raiders against the Warner line, the third line. There's a quick shot on net. The rebound in the net. Malone scores. It's 4-2. And I don't know if Warner got that goal, but I think so.
I think so. Miller took the shot from the point. The save was made, and I think it might have been...
Let me see. No, I think it was Pat McDonald.
Yeah, it was number 21. Pat McDonald scored that goal for Malone. So well, that's the second goal for Malone. 4-2 now.
So the Huskies haven't given up yet, Reg.
They sure haven't.
As Miller took the shot, he'll get the assist. But McDonald definitely got the goal. And Cook also picked up an assist. So Cook has got a goal and an assist for the Malone Huskies. Off the face-off, the puck back in the Husky zone as Massena trying to put some pressure on here. Miller with a puck, waits, feeds it along the boards. Manley pinches in, and poke checks into the corner, follows it. Centering pass right in front, and Cook comes back to break that one up. Now Miller along the boards. Hart shot deflected by his own defenseman. I should say by the Malone defenseman, just wide. Now the puck comes free, and finally it's Pat McDonald clearing it to center ice. Tries to pass it ahead to Brown, but Sidden intercepts. Here's Sidden over to Manley. We're down to 18 seconds rather. Puck comes free. Brown, he misfires on it. Now Pat McDonald trying to come up with it. Feeds it ahead, intercepted by Manley at the Massena blue line. Ahead to Tad Ward. Offsides will be called as Scotty Loran ahead of the play on the left side. 4 seconds left.
4 seconds left. Massena leads by a score of 4-2. Malone scoring with only 1:03 left to go in the period when McDonald got a rebound off a shot by Miller. Ward had made the save, and McDonald tapped the rebound in for the second goal of the night for Malone.
Off the face-off, the puck slides back in the Massena zone. That'll take care of the period. So period number 2 ends with Massena scoring 3 goals and Malone 1, but it's still a close game. 4-2. The Red Raiders are leading after 2 periods of play here at the
last night watching that game. Canadian Olympic team, of course, beating the U.S. Olympic team by a score of 4-2. And a fella I know from playing at Dartmouth, he had 3 goals and 1 assist. Kerry Wilson, who plays for Team Canada, that's not a bad night. 3 goals, 1 assist when you only had 4 goals. He's a good hockey player. I think he's drafted by Winnipeg.
Yeah.
I think you'll see him here shortly playing for Winnipeg.
Well, we're ready to start the 3rd period. The Massena Red Raiders leading the Malone Huskies 4-2, and I'm sure it's a much closer game than anybody thought it would be, except for perhaps the Huskies. And here's a shot by the Red Raiders. It goes off the back of the boards, comes right in front, but the Huskies manage to clear it to center ice, and it's Pat McDonald with it, taken away by Hart. Hart tries to feed it ahead to Loran. Loran's line out there, but it's intercepted at the Malone blue line, and here comes Cook. Cook's going to fire it. It goes right on. A shot from center ice. Manley back to pick it up for the Raiders. They don't waste any time cleaning the ice here or anything, do they?
They do that quickly, I'll tell you.
Yeah, I know they don't get any.
As fast as anybody I've seen.
I know they're supposed to get 12 minutes between periods, and I'll tell you, they don't get any more than 12 here. And some rinks we've seen, they get a little bit more than 12. Now the puck along the sideboard, still in the Massena zone as the Huskies trying to put on some pressure, but it's picked up by Manley. Manley loses it right in front of the net. He comes back up with it. That could have been trouble. Manages to clear it out. Miller has it. Miller right outside the Massena zone. Tries to tie it up along the boards with Romeo. He does, and we'll have a face-off. Raiders leading at 4-2 here. We're in the 3rd period, and this game is moving right along, to say the least.
All right, Sandmore sends out that line of Levine, Tile, and Pointe.
It'll be Perrin's line out against the Tile line. Off the face-off, the puck into the Massena zone. O'Connell with it. He just moves it along, looking to pass it. Goes over to Auer, his defensive partner. Auer can't clear it. Here's Lamika's shot. The save made. A big save by Ward, as Lamika had a giveaway there. He came up with a puck and took the quick shot. Now the Raiders start back again. Levine clearing it ahead for Tayo. Tayo brings it down the left wing side. He's got both line mates with him. Tayo into the corner. He's still got it as Malone trying to tie him up. Larch now comes back to the point. Auer, his shot, and it's gloved by McDonald.
I'll tell you, I don't know if Lamika realized that he was as alone as he was. I don't think he would have taken that shot, Jerry, from out there. He was all alone as he intercepted that bad pass from Massena defense and went in all alone. He took the quick slap shot, but Ward really come out and
cut down the angle,
took the net away.
Yeah, had Lamika realized how alone he was, he probably could have gone in.
He could have.
Yeah. Okay, Tile. We have a change there as that's Quenneville up to play the wing.
Up on wing. That's
okay.
He's done that a couple times.
Yeah. Now Quenneville trying to keep it in the zone. Miller comes up with it. Miller loses to Tayo, but it's cleared into the corner by Johnstone covering up. Now Johnstone and Quenneville go together in the corner. Left side of goaltender McDonald. Quenneville comes up with it, clears it behind the net for Tayo. Here's Tayo centering it, and Quenneville can't get the shot off. Miller clears it ahead to Mainville and fires it to center ice. Now here comes Lamika down the right wing side. Tries to split the defense. The puck slides through, and Ward on the big stick clears it right side into the corner. Now the Massena Red Raiders start out again. It's Quenneville ahead to Tayo. Tayo across the blue line in the Malone zone. Feeds for Levine. Levine has it poke checked away from him. Good defensive play by Johnstone, and back come the Huskies. And Johnstone is just going to dump it into the Massena zone as the Huskies want to make a change. Hauer with it, clears along the boards for Peter Levine. Levine on the backhand. His pass intercepted at the red line. And the puck's still free at the red line. Finally, it's slid back in by Scott Warner into the Massena zone. Hauer after it. Hauer starts out right side of goaltender Ward. Hauer across the blue line, across the red line, and he fires it off a leg. It's going to be a delay offsides call, and there's the whistle against the Massena Red Raiders as somebody was ahead of the play. We're down to 12:17 left to go here, period number 3. Massena leading it 4-2.
Probably a surprising score, I think, Jerry. I think most people thought Massena would, score more goals than that against Malone, but McDonald has impressed me in net for Malone.
Face-off, Warner out there to draw it against Canarium. Off the face-off, John Ratty after it. He's taken out of the play, but Canarium follows up. Here comes Putter, across the red line, across the blue line, trying to split the defense. Now he's going to take it in the corner. Tries to make the backhand pass. He's taken out of the play. The puck slides into the corner. Back there is Blaine Perrin. Perrin trying to feed it along to Mulverhill. It's taken away from him. Now the puck free in front. Ratty picks it up. Circles behind the net. John Ratty now circling right side. Feeds Canarium in the slot. His shot knocked down in front. Where is it? It slides free. And White picks it up and backhands it down the length of the ice. Is it going to go far enough? Yes, it is for icing. And the faceoff will move back into the Malone zone. 4-2 our score. Massena leads with 11:35 left to go in the hockey game. Or I should say in the third period, I guess. Putter Canarium stays out there against Scott Warner. Off the faceoff. Puck cleared behind the net by the Malone defense. Timmy Miller after it. He's played a real fine game for Malone. Miller back to the blue line. Ward keeps it in. Now Miller follows up and clears it to center ice. Miller and Brown go after it. The puck stolen by Canarium, feeding Ward. Ward winds his shot, just wide. Puck all the way back to Brown. Brown off the boards as Malone tries to get it out. They do. Here's Cook, the long right wing pass. He's got somebody breaking. That's Pat McDonald, and it kind of just got away from him. Went off his skate. He chases into the corner, and by that time Massena has gotten back, and they start to move it out. Miller keeps it in. His shot goes wide. All the way around the boards to Johnstone. Johnstone tries to get the shot off. Knocked down by Manley. The puck free in the corner. Canarium picks it up and feeds it ahead to John Ratty. Here comes Ratty on the off wing. Takes it in for Ward. It's intercepted right at the blue line. The puck comes free as Brown made a good play. Miller coming back to help out. Now Brown and Miller go for it. It comes back to the blue line. O'Connell, he winds his shot. McDonald kicks that one aside. Goes in the corner, right side in the Malone zone. After it there, it's Ward for Massena. He tries to dump it back to the point. His pass intercepted, and out to center ice. It's Pat McDonald. McDonald taken out of the play, but on the backhand is cleared into the Massena zone as Malone is going to make a change here as the Perrin line comes out. Now the puck dumped down the length of the ice by Massena. Does it go on the net? No, it doesn't. It's going to be an icing call and move the faceoff back into the Raiders zone with 10:05 left to play, and still Massena leading by 2, 4-2.
I'll tell you, Malone has certainly not given up in here, Jerry. I think Massena, of course, is a much better skating club than Malone, but Malone has not given up, and they only losing by 2. Massena 4, Malone 2. Face-off into Massena end.
Matt Perrin out there with his line of Joe Lamica and Mike Mainville against the Loran line for Massena. Loran, Hart, and Romeo. Hauer and O'Connell are playing the points. And for Malone, it's Larch and Perrin. A rare time when Miller's not out there, Reg. And off the face-off, Hart taken out of the play, but he gets the puck ahead anyway. Here comes Loran. Loran back to Hart. Poke checked away. Romeo follows and dumps, but I guess Hart was checked across the blue line and offside.
Both Hart and Loran were inside that blue line. Romeo got the puck. He just threw it in, but they were both offside. Face-off will come just outside the Malone blue line. Loran centering, taking the center for Massena.
And it's Perrin against him. Off the face-off, O'Connell feeds it inside the Malone zone. It's picked up by Larch. Ahead it goes to Lamica. Lamica's pass intercepted. Here comes Scotty Loran from Massena across the red line. Loran into the zone across the blue line. Tries to split the defense. Gets by a check. Fires it right in front to Romeo. Romeo sliding. Couldn't get a stick on it. Puck comes around the boards into the corner. Now back to the blue line. kept in at the point by Hart. Ahead to O'Connell. He dumps into the corner, racing back to try to pick it up. The puck comes around the boards off the stick of Mainville. Mainville gets it to center ice, and here comes the Malone Huskies as Perrin dumps it in to the Massena zone. It's in turn cleared right back to Hart. Hart at the red line, now across the blue line. He's got both his line mates with him. Elects to shoot. It's right on. McDonald makes a rather easy save. The puck cleared around the boards, and it's picked up by Larch. Larch dumps it down the length of the ice, and that's going to be icing called against the Huskies, and we're under 9 minutes left to play in regulation time. Our score still Massena 4, Malone 2.
And not many scoring opportunities here in this third period, Jerry. Up and down the ice a little bit, but Massena has not had many scoring opportunities, and Malone either. Face off back in the Malone end. It's 4-2, Massena leads.
It's the white line back out there, or I should say the Warner line back out there against the Tile line for Massena. And it's Miller off the face-off, manages to clear it ahead to Mark White. White bangs it off the boards, goes back in the Massena zone. Tommy Sidden picks it up. Here's Sidden circling behind his net. He starts to move it out. Sidden on the backhand ahead to Levine. Levine leaves for Tile. Tile off the boards into the zone. Levine follows up. It's intercepted. Miller clears it back to center ice. Here's Sidden with it. Sidden now fires it in. It goes right on, and McDonald makes the save, leaves for Miller behind the net. Here's Miller. Ahead it goes to Mulverhill. Mulverhill can't get it out. Sidden's shot knocked down. It comes to Tayo. Here's Tayo trying to center it through to Quenville, who's playing that wing, but he couldn't get it to him. Now Tayo follows in the corner, left side of the goaltender. Back to Sidden at the point. Sidden tries to get it to Tayo. It's intercepted. Here comes Millard rushing down the left wing side. Miller gets by a check to Sidden. Now Sidden takes him out of the play nicely and picked up. It's Manley clearing it around the boards. It comes to Levine. Levine taken away from him. Following up is White. He can't get anywhere with it. Back to the point. Here's a shot taken by White. It goes wide. The puck comes free. It's picked up by Sidden. Clears it around the boards. We have a delay penalty call on Malone as Massena keeps going with it. As they get their goaltender off, Levine takes it into the Malone zone. Levine getting by. Check. Circles behind the net. Tries a wraparound. Now he doesn't shoot. Goes back to Sidden at the point. Sidden winds. His shot deflected, and that's just wide. The puck comes to Manley. His shot deflected high and wide. And finally, Miller touches the puck, and that'll take care of play for the moment. And the penalty being called as we're halfway through period number 3. It's going to go against the Malone Huskies. It's going to be a high sticking call, and it is going to go against Scott Warner. So with 7:26 left to go in the third period, the Massena Red Raiders are going on the power play, leading by a score of 4-2 here in the third period.
That's the first penalty in the third period, Jerry.
Maybe that's why it's gone so quickly.
Really, there have been very few penalties. There were only 2 in the first period, and 3 in the second period, only 1 in the third period.
Off the face-off, the puck back to the point. Auer, did he keep it in? No, he didn't, because offsides will be called. You're listening to 1340 Radio, WMSA, Massena, New York. And we managed to tick off 5 seconds on that power play. Brown will take the face-off against Canarium, who's out there for Massena. And we've got Ratty on one wing and Ward on the other wing. Canarium with the puck. Ahead to Ward. Left side, he takes it across. Here's Ward, slowly bringing it in, feeds Canarium. Back to the point it goes, to Auer. Auer now cross ice to O'Connell. O'Connell slides it through, goes to Canarium. Short side shot is wide. Now the puck around the boards. Brown after it. He can't get it out. Auer makes a good play to keep it in, but Miller comes up with it. Miller, nice play to poke check it to center ice. O'Connell with it. Feeds it ahead for Canarium again. Canarium trying to hit an open wing. Ward chases it down. He and Miller go together. Where's the puck in the corner? Miller's going to say, let's tie it up. They dance together and tie it up, and the face-off will come in the Husky zone right side with 45 seconds left to go in the Massena man advantage. 6:40 in the period, and we're still at a 4-2 count.
All right, Stan Moore sends out the tile line here on the power play. Manley and Tommy Sidden back on defense.
Tayo is out there with Loran and Levine. Sidden keeps it in, now feeds to Loran. Loran gets by a check, the puck doesn't, but Peter Levine comes in to help out, pokes it free, and here's Loran, back to the point to Sidden. Sidden winds, his shot is blocked nicely. Kept in though by Manley. Manley has it poke checked away, back to center ice. As Malone playing very, very well here in the shorthanded situation. Here comes Levine, feeding Loran just a bit too far. He was all by himself. Now Loran Clears it along the boards. It comes to Tayo. Tayo right side net to Levine. Score! Bang, bang play. And Peter Levine gives Massena some breathing room here, making it 5-2 on the power play. That's been a patented play this year for Massena.
We've seen that time and time again when Todd Tayo will pick up that puck behind the net, and Peter Levine will skate into the slot. That time Tayo saw him put that puck, I'll tell you, right on his stick, and as soon as it was on his stick, it was off into the net, beating McDonald. That's Massena 5, Malone 2. That's a power play goal for Massena.
It's only 11 seconds left in that power play, but they made the best advantage of it. And now with a 3-goal lead, perhaps a little bit easier breathing here for the Massena Red Raiders. Here's Miller with a puck in his own zone now off the faceoff. Clears it to center ice. Right there is O'Connell, a backhand it right to Miller. Miller trying to feed it ahead to Mainville, and he just bangs it off the boards into the Massena zone where Auer picks it up, tries to clear it around behind the net. Lamica, he can't pick it up. The puck comes free to Loran. Loran clears it to center ice. Now it's picked up immediately, and we have a whistle, and I think it's going to be a tripping call against the Malone Huskies. It certainly is, and Massena will be on the power play again. I think that was Johnston getting the call for tripping, so Massena right back on the power play, leading at 5 here in the third period.
That power play goal came with just about 10 seconds left in the penalty to Warner of Malone. Levine getting the goal. Todd Tayo picking up the assist.
Face-off will be just in the Massena side of center ice. It comes to Tayo off the draw. Tayo to Loran as we see that same power play situation. Loran now feeding it back to Levine. His shot. Oh, what a glove save by McDonald. Wow.
Peter Levine took that puck just down the slot, just over the blue line. Let a hard slap shot go. Mike McDonald put that old big left-handed or left glove hand up there. Snatched that right out of the air. Good save by McDonald of Malone.
That was headed for the corner.
It sure was.
Off the face-off. Back to the point it goes. Tommy Sidden with it. Sidden trying to keep it in. He still has managed to do so, but finally it's cleared down the length of the ice, and the Red Raiders are going to have to regroup. Levine comes back for it. Hits the back of his net. It goes over to Manley on the other side. Manley looking for Tayo along the blue line. He just slides it along the boards. Levine chasing it down, and there's a foot race for it. Miller gets to it, but he feeds it right on Tayo's stick. Tayo trying to go behind the net. He still got it. Centering it right in front. Nobody there except the Malone Husky, and on the backhand it's cleared down the length of the ice again.
That was a blind pass. That didn't work.
No, it would have looked pretty had it worked.
Yeah,
but
those blind passes don't usually work.
Here comes Massena again. Here's Tayo down the left wing side across the blue line. Takes it into the corner. Tayo centering right in front for Loran. Loran couldn't come up with a pass. And Miller finds the hole and dumps it down the length of the ice again. We're down to 4:20 with a 5-2 Massena Red Raider advantage. Tommy Sidden with a puck behind his own net. Sidden to Manley. Manley back to Sidden, and they take it to center ice. Sidden circles at the blue line, looks for Manley again, and we're down to 3 seconds in the power play, so I doubt if Massena's going to get a power play goal in this. Now the puck is Pat McDonald. McDonald has it over skates, and Tayo comes up with it. Here's Todd Tayo. Right at the Malone blue line, he's intercepted by Miller. Miller dumps it ahead for Lamica. Goes a little bit too far for him. Sidden comes up with it. 3:46 and counting. That's all that's left to go in this hockey game. Massena up by 3. Here's Canarium, 5-2, Raiders leading. Canarium breaking down the left wing side, and he is content just to fire it in the Malone zone. McDonald with a big stick clears it in the corner. That's meant for Lamica. Lamica trying to get it out. Auer, does he keep it in? Yes, he does. Nice play by Auer to keep the play in. And finally, it's again poke check to center ice by the Huskies. Auer racing back for it. Auer falls down, and I'll tell you, that puck went right on, and Ward had to make the save. Now it's Ratty feeding it ahead to Canarium. Canarium across the blue line. Tad Ward, his shot, the save by McDonald, and he falls on top of it as John Ratty was bearing down on him. 3:01 left to play here in the hockey game. 5-2 the score. Massena leading Malone.
That goal of Levine's was his third goal of the night. I believe they still gave this the second goal to Peter, so that's his hat trick for the night.
Okay. I could have sworn it was Todd Tayo.
Well, I thought so too, but I didn't hear him make any change. So.
Right out the face-off, Canarium gets a weak shot. Save made by McDonald. The puck in the corner. They're still fighting for it. Canarium comes up with it, feeds it for Auer. It's intercepted, and it's still kept in there by Canarium. Here's Canarium feeding it to Ratty. Gets by him. Ratty has to chase it down, but before he can, the puck is picked up by Mulverhill, and he clears it to center ice. Now the puck into the Massena zone. Mulverhill trying to come up with it. Now they slide the puck. It goes wide, and Ward with a big stick clears it around the boards. And it comes to Tad Ward. Ward ahead. We have a delay penalty called on Malone again. And it's an elbowing call. And who's it going to go against? Mulverhill?
I believe that is. Jerry.
No, it isn't. It's Scott Warner. So Warner gets the gate. So Massena will go on the power play again. As we're down to just 2:18 left to play in this game, Reg, and Massena leading 5-2, so they're going to get one in the W column, but probably by not as much of a margin as they first thought.
I don't think so. I don't think you can say they played one of their better games tonight, but it's a win anyway in the win column.
Mulverhill will take the face-off, and it's Levine for Massena. Levine feeds it to Tile. Tile back to Manley at the red line. Manley to Sidden. Sidden clears it to Loran. Loran has it poke checked away by none other than Miller. Miller to Mulverhill as he lofts it in the air. It comes out to center ice. Here comes Pat McDonald. He's got a partial breakaway, but getting back nicely is Manley to break it up, and Sidden comes up with it. Now he feeds it ahead to Manley. 1:50 left to play. About a minute left in the power play. Here's Levine across the blue line. Tayo, his shot to save. McDonald leaves the rebound, but Big Miller is there to pick it up and fire it down the ice. In fact, that goes right on, and Todd Ward has to make the save. He leaves it, and here comes Manley. Manley, his long pass goes by everybody, and will it go to icing? No, it won't, as Loran catches up with it. Feeds it for Levine. Levine, left side of the goaltender, cross-ice pass back to the point. Manley shot, deflected high and wide, and off the ice surface. And with 1:19 left, we have 30 seconds left in the power play, and 5-2 Massena lead.
That puck was deflected by Todd Tile in front. The shot was taken from Manley from the left point. Tile tried to deflect it toward the net, but as he did, it deflected way over the fencing around the rear of the rink. Face-off just outside the Malone blue line. 5-2 Massena.
Off the draw, it comes to Auer. Auer trying to feed it in the zone. It goes off Brown, but following it up is Canarium. Putter gets by one, looking to pass right in front, and he had Ratty all by himself, but the pass was intercepted, and we're down to just about a minute left to play in this hockey game as Malone finds the leverage and clears it down the length of the ice. Auer back for it, 56 seconds. We're down to 5 seconds in the penalty. It's Ward at his own blue line. Backhand pass goes to Miller. Miller from Malone bangs it off the boards to center ice. Ratty there, clearing it ahead. 43 seconds. Here comes John Ratty in the zone on the right wing side. Ratty now trying to go by Miller. Gets the side of the net. Tries to wrap it around. Where's the puck in front? And it's fired wide. I don't think, well, maybe he did make a save.
He got the first save, right?
A little
backhand by Ratty. He made the save.
Here's another chance. Another save. Ratty follows up, and another save by McDonald as Canarium had a nice chance, and so did Ratty, and right. McDonald rose to the occasion both times. 3
good chances there. Ratty came in first, took a little backhand, went over in the corner, then Canarium came out, took a shot. Ratty took a shot. McDonald making the saves again. He's made a lot of saves tonight, Jerry.
Boy, he sure has. He's played well.
Oh, yeah, he really has. He's done all you could ask him to do. I think, if anything, I would say this is at least a moral victory for Malone. I think the score is a much closer score than anybody anticipated.
5-2 is what it is. Massena leading with 24 seconds left. They will win this hockey game, but you got to give the Huskies a lot of credit. They certainly didn't lie down. Off the face-off, puck into the corner, cleared around the boards. Lamica picks it up for the Huskies. Lamica feeding it ahead and out to center ice, where it's picked up by Puente. Puente loses it. It's dumped into the Massena zone. We're down to 8 seconds. Sidden coming back for it, and he is just looking to tie it up. Now he doesn't. He starts to move it out. That should just about take care of the hockey game right there, as the Massena Red Raiders beat the Malone Huskies by a score of 5-2, but a lot closer ball game than I think anyone expected, Rich.
It certainly was. A lot closer. Really, Malone, they impressed me. I thought they played fairly well, Jerry.
Hey, not badly at all. And so they win it by a score of 5-2. We had, what, just one goal in that third period?
Just one goal in that third period. That was a power play goal, the only power play goal of the night, as Peter Levine picked up the goal. That was